And now for another episode of Confessions of an Online Psychic. With your host, novelist, filmmaker, and authentic psychic, Dave Thompson.
Hi there, I'm Dave. This is another episode of Confessions of an Online Psychic. Now, one of the topic suggestions I got the other day was, is it spirit voices or what? And that voice you're hearing inside your head, is that you talking or is it really spirit? And, well, it's a lot like intuition versus genuine psychic impressions. There is a difference, except the difference is kind of subtle. But in my case, sometimes it isn't very subtle. I can't speak for anybody else except myself in these instances when I start hearing voices. And sometimes I would get so confused as to what I'm hearing, is it real or not, that I once asked a friend of mine who is a professor of psychology at Concordia University in Austin, am I crazy? All these voices I'm hearing, are they really my friends? Are they really, my relatives who passed over? Or am I crazy? You know what? She told me that if I was crazy, I'm the most lucid, level-headed, crazy person she's ever talked to. Oh, well, I'm not sure about anyone else. I only can talk for myself, but when I hear a spirit's voice in my head, they're using their voice that they had in their life. Now, if it's a god or other higher level being, it will be sometimes a soft, smoothing voice or be a commanding, booming voice, like when I brought in Archangel Michael. And sometimes they leave behind evidence, physical evidence of their appearance here, like this picture here of the broken concrete. So, well, the key is when hearing spirit, you have to trust your initial impressions, all right? The more you process that impression, the less accurate your message becomes. And I did a reading with a woman a while back whose mother had passed. Her mother was Scottish, and I could not understand a damn thing that lady was telling me who was in spirit. All thing I could do was just pass along the phrases as she spoke them to me. The lady I was reading, she understood what was going on. And this is a good sign that, you've got that person on the line. Now let's talk about Ouija boards for a second. First off, they work. They work because of minute muscular movements in your hand. But the question is it a real spirit talking to you through the Ouija board? Well, there are ways to make sure. There are minor rituals you can perform to ensure that no malevolent spirit is suddenly in the room with you and it's going to try to screw you around. You can ask for golden protectory light. I've talked about gold versus white, okay? And then a statement of intent, and that's it. And when I do magic, I will cast a magic circle, but it's not for protection. Those of you who've taken my class, you know this. It's not for protection. Now, I need to point out that sometimes hearing your own inner chattering voice and that of a spirit, it's kind of hard to distinguish what's going on. And to do that, of course, we all go back to the same thing. Lisa, I, and several other teachers all tell you the same thing. Dude, you have to meditate. Because that's what calms your mind down to know if I'm getting that person. I'm actually channeling this person. And wait a minute, I gotta stop that for a second. I'm not really channeling, I'm a medium, which means they talk to me, then I talk to you. Channeling is where you let them take over your body. And there's going to be a class on this at the end of May. So I'm going to go into more detail about the difference between being a medium and channeling. And quite frankly, I only like to think of the idea of being a medium as for this. Otherwise, well, based upon my shirt size, I'm more of an extra large. So let's see, what else can I talk about here? All right, I'll edit this down some. Okay, what was the other thing? Yes. Now, besides Ouija boards, there's other ways to make spirit contact if you don't feel like you have the ESP that's necessary to make that spirit contact. Another good way is using a pendulum. Another good way is by hiring a psychic such as myself to do a reading of people in spirit that come to you. And well, and I've just recently gone up with my rates, And this next month, the month of May, I'm going to be so damned busy writing 2 new classes for the Study of Reality Academy system, or whatever it is it's going to be called, I don't know yet. So I really can't, I don't have a lot of time available, but if you contact me through private message, I'll send you the link. My price is $225. It's for about an hour time for reading. There are other psychics who charge less, but all the friends of mine that I know who are psychic, they charge about double that. So you're getting a good deal when it's me. And the other thing I want to point out is that this is coming to you from my new studio area. I've got all this cool stuff here in the background. Ta-da! I can set up. Those are real candles. That's not CGI. I'm not using as green screen. I set everything up practical. I have 2 lights going on at the same time so you can, see the little bit of light around my hair. That's it until next time. I'm Dave, and this is Confessions of an Online Psychic. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, y'all.